Some Shanta Yankees. A lot to look forward to in this hour. Of course, one-on-one with Karabo Mokoena's sister, Bontle Mokoena, on what would have been the late activist's 23rd birthday. Of course, Valen will come in just a bit, bringing you all your sporting highlights. First things first, let's have a look at your lead story itself. Leading at 10 o'clock, Karabo Mokoena would have celebrated her 23rd birthday today, and to honor her memory, the Mokoena family, together with the Karabo Mokoena Foundation, will be hosting a birthday tribute and an evening of prayer. Karabo's murder sent shockwaves throughout the country. Her boyfriend, the 27-year-old Sandile Montsoe, has been charged with premeditated murder and intent to do grievous bodily harm for allegedly assaulting her in March last year. Now, to tell us about today's planned event, we are joined in studio by Karabo's sister, Bontle Mokoena, as well as a gender activist, Matthew Mensa, who's also a member of the Karabo Mokoena Foundation. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Firstly, Bontle, condolences, of course, to your loss of your sister. And today would have been Karabo's 23rd birthday. What is the family going to be doing to honor her memory today?
Okay, so what we're going to be doing this evening at 6:30 is that we're going to have a tribute, pretty much like a prayer, evening candlelight prayer, just to honor her and her birthday and her 23rd birthday. This is like the only way that we can actually honor her on her birthday. I'm sure she would have been happy.
Definitely, and still March is still International Women's Month. How befitting. Also joined by Matthew Mensa, your agenda activist. Can you also just take us through what you remember of Karabo, as well as your involvement in her foundation and taking her legacy forward?
Well, just up to her tragic death and murder, she contacted me because she wanted to set up her foundation. She was already doing a lot of work in the same area that I'm working in Hillbrow, and she was working with, tragic enough, and ironic enough, she was working with women in Yovo at a women's shelter for women who's been abused, and she contacted me because she wanted to set up a foundation, and we were working on that foundation at the time that she was killed.
Yeah. And now, Bontle, what else is the family going to be doing today? Is it going to be open to members of the public, or is it a closed ceremony?
Yes, it's open to the public, mostly people that stay in our area, which is Diepkloof and Soweto. But then we've just put it out there for everybody to join us. It's not necessarily by invite. I was mentioning that as well, because people are expecting invites from us. However, no, it's not. Everyone can pitch. Just come there with your candle, and then we'll do a prayer. We'll have a few words from the pastor as well, and then a few words from us and friends as well.
Now, we do know that Karabo Mokoena started, of course, her foundation, and you as a family are doing so well in taking that legacy forward. What other cases is the Karabo Mokoena Foundation doing at the moment?
Currently, we've got that Kylie case. Her son is missing. She was taken, and we're still in search. Obviously, the authorities are working with the all legal, but we are there as a support structure for her, obviously.
To help create awareness.
So this is with regards to the toddler that's missing in Rhodocrose.
3-year-old child who got taken last year, in the last week. And so we are helping because she didn't really have any platform to create awareness. I mean, I must say that police have done amazing work. I mean, they've been absolutely fantastic. Or even the Gauteng Provincial Department have been there to support the family. But it's important to get as much awareness about and to find out anyone else who have seen this little kid, and 3-year-old kid. You can imagine for her mom to go out every day not knowing where her child is, and part of the story is, of course, that her ex-boyfriend is now in jail on suspicion of being involved with the disappearing of that child. And he was denied bail, yesterday. So this is some of the things that we are helping with, part of the foundation.
Now, in terms of the case that is currently taking place against the 27-year-old Sandile Montsoe, is the family happy with the way, in the direction that the case is going at the moment?
Yeah, I would have to agree, yes. We are quite happy. Obviously, like the postponing is just making life a little more harder because now we have to deal with the situation again. And I think we're all just nervous. We're just very nervous. However, we are confident that the authority has got this on lock. They will get this guy will get arrested. I only hope that, I was having a conversation with my mother and she was like to me, I think the only thing that will give me closure from this is the fact that we've got this foundation now and we can help other people to understand that nothing is right. If people aren't there to support you, nothing feels great to support you. If only we could do the most, because I even put up a post on Instagram actually just to mention it, that when I was growing up, I was the only child for about 6 years. And I remember having this conversation with my mom at 6 years old. And I said to my mom, I really do need a sibling. And when she was born, she was like probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I feel responsible, almost responsible, as if I was supposed to be there and be like, no, please don't do that. You don't deserve that. I feel like Sandile took that away from us. He took away our friendship, he took away our love, he took away our friend, he took away the most confident person that I've ever met, the most protective person I've ever met in my life. So for me, it's still a struggle. However, we're trying, and we do have confidence in the prosecutor, the law as well. It will take place, and yeah.
Has the family had any interactions with Sandile or his family? Have they tried to reach out?
None whatsoever. Obviously, in the beginning, the family sent a letter of some sorts, but it was like very dodgy. However, in terms of like communication with them, no, none whatsoever. Not the mother, not the sister. I think the stepfather, if I'm not too wrong, no one has contacted us. In any case, I don't think that we need to have any conversation with them, Yeah.
Very sorry for the loss. Just lastly, before we wrap it up to the both of you, how would you like to see Karabo's legacy live on?
Well, I think from the foundation point of view, and especially talking to Bontle and her mom, Mrs. Mokoena, is to be able to continue the work that Karabo have already started, working with women who themselves have been abused, and also give a voice to those many women out there who find themselves in relationships where they're being abused, but they don't know where to go to or how to get help. And this is what we're trying to help, to make sure that as many women as possible can get help before it gets too late.
Definitely. Yourself, Bontle?
I think for me, it's just to remember that all that we can do really is to give people advice. And I think if there's anything that she would have wanted is for us to give women confidence, to give women advice that they would need. We're not saying that we are counselors. We're not saying that we're professional counselors. But however, if anybody needs any sort of support from us, that's what we are here for, anytime.
Definitely. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Of course, that was the late Karabo Mokwena's sister Bontle giving us an update on the Karabo Mokoena Foundation and how the family has been coping since Karabo's passing, as well as the work that they will continue to do and honor in her name. We do know that she would have been 23 today on the 27th of March, also joined by gender-based activist Matthew Mensah, as well as a member of the Karabo Mokoena Foundation. Well, in